Alrighty everyone, well game number 3 in this best of 5 series finds us on Cyber Forest LE. Spawning here in the bottom right hand corner of the map, playing with the red Terran pieces. He currently evened up the score and wants to keep this series rolling in his favor. His name is SpeCial. And his opponent spawning in the cross position, playing with the blue Terran pieces. His opponent currently evened up the score, but he's still feeling like in a good position and wants to take the lead right here and right now. His name is MaSa. So guys and girls, this series has been filled with multiple things. Game number 1 being that of, you know, some back and forth, but mainly MaSa going for the cheese early on, or the double barracks proxy, and then turning that into some significant aggression throughout the course of that game. Whereas in game number 2, SpeCial was able to kind of regain his positioning by a timing attack, or I should say a timing counterattack, while MaSa was trying to create some problems in game number 2. SpeCial took an opportunity, snuck some units past MaSa, and did so much damage on the opposite side of the map. So now we've got an even score. The question is now is who is going to be in the, who's got the real advantage here. I mean, I've got to feel that SpeCial now winning that game, kind of tying up the score. He's got the momentum, so it's going to be up to MaSa now to try to get that momentum back in his favor. And so we'll have to see what both these players decide to do here, as MaSa is going to go for a barracks into that orbital command, and then followed up by a natural command center. On the upside side of the map, very similar as to what SpeCial is doing, the same build. You'll see a lot of times at the top left-hand corner of the production tab, a lot of times early on in the early stages of the game, generally speaking, you'll see the same kind of build order quite often. So we'll have to kind of keep an eye on that to see if there's any change-ups in build order, because both these players, even in game number 2, man, they had very similar build orders, as well as, the unit compositions that they went for their armies. And so who's really got the advantage? I gotta think SpeCial, but you guys have to let me know what you guys think so far up to this point in this series. So it does look like SpeCial's gonna make another barracks, kind of hiding that behind his main base, and then we're gonna see the follow-up here, which is a factory for SpeCial as well. Starport is going to be coming in now for MaSa, and interestingly enough, we're going to see a bunker going down here, so I'm wondering, he must wonder if there's something strange going on the opposite side of the map. I'm not sure exactly what MaSa is thinking, but he has no idea what's going on in that main base location, so I don't know the reasoning for making the bunker, but might just be for that, having that good defensive structure there in the event that there's, SpeCial decides to get a little bit cheesy. That said, does look as if we've got SpeCial now creating his own bunker. So maybe these are brilliant minds think alike, right? So maybe MaSa and SpeCial are just, they're so used to playing each other on these maps, and they know kind of what the other tends to do. And so we'll have to kind of keep an eye on that. But we're going to see a Reaper that is across the map at this point. Now we do see a Widow Mine is just going to be hanging out there. Beautiful play there by MaSa, picking that up. Had a brilliant spot for the Widow Mine. But, yeah, it does look like now both players are deciding to go for the Raven once again out of the starport. Going to see the stim pack being researched in the back of SpeCial's main base, which, of course, will be helpful as the game progresses. We're going to see MaSa, who is kind of going for the siege tanks at this point, and, he's kind of skipping out on some of the tech as far as getting his, of course, not only the economy, but really, just kind of trying to stay up on those upgrades as we see SpeCial really doing exactly that. Now we are going to see a Banshee across the map though. Beautiful play once again by MaSa. He is going to go ahead and be able to get at least some value out of this Banshee, as he is starting to do a little bit of some damage. That Banshee can end up doing a ton of damage. Beautiful play there with the auto turret, however, for SpeCial, taking out that Banshee. And you know, kind of business as usual now, right? You're going to see that Marine standing on top of that Widow Mine. Beautiful play there by MaSa. He's just trying to be as cheeky as possible, as we're going to see MaSa now following up, going ahead and getting his third command center constructed. And I wonder if SpeCial finds out about this. It could be interesting, a very interesting thing. He has no idea about this command center that's going down now, but I'm wondering if he looks like he's gonna try to go for some Marine drops, and I like that decision a lot by SpeCial to do this. Go for the Marine drop and try to do as much damage as possible as we are approaching that 6-minute mark in this game. Siege Tank, brilliant position, however, for MaSa, but there's a lot of units that are starting to move across the map here. And SpeCial must be wondering what is going on. He's thinking to himself, I want to be the one dictating the pace of the game. He sees that the third command center is not down as of yet. And it does look like SpeCial wants to get a little bit aggressive, but I think he might be having second thoughts, possibly. He probably wants to see if that third command center at least is going down at this point in the game. That third base, it is down. That third command center is down. Now the third command center is starting to be constructed now for SpeCial. But infantry weapons level 1's can be finished up in a couple of seconds here. And it does look like MaSa is going to see that there is going to be some Marines here with those medevacs. And it looks like more and more siege tanks are trying to get into position just in the event that he tries to start moving up this ramp. These Ravens are going to be here as well. This is a hard situation to kind of go into, it seems. It's going to be a difficult one, I feel, simply because there's just a beautifully fortified position here by MaSa. It's going to be hard to kind of move into. We are going to see more and more units that are going to be following this up. We're going to be seeing the stim pack being researched right now. We're going to see those +1 upgrades, as well as out of the engineering bays for MaSa as well. The same can be said, however, for our for SpeCial. Same sort of scenario. And it does look like Stimpak's going to be finishing up in less than 10 seconds now for MaSa. And we've got these Vikings that are kind of flying around, as well as the Ravens that are trying to just kind of keep tabs on where this army is. It's a very hard, fortified position for MaSa. I don't think he wants to allow this army to get any closer than they need to be, as MaSa looks like he is going to go ahead and drop that third command center down. More and more units are being added here, and that third command center is down now for SpeCial, so he's going to be a little bit ahead of the as far as the economy is concerned. Nice scan there to see exactly what's going on by SpeCial. The same can be said though for MaSa. And here we go. Infantry armor level 1 and infantry weapons level 1 is going to be finished up in less than 10 seconds now for MaSa. And this army composition by both these players, as we pass the 8.5-minute mark, it's going to get interesting, because both these players are trying to fight for positioning. SpeCial wants to put the pressure on. You can just tell he wants to be the one dictating the pace of the game. He's going to start target firing down this command center. Be a massive pickup. He's able to get it. Looks like he's not going to get it, at least for the time being. Got to be very careful they don't overextend. Beautiful play there by MaSa to kind of hold on there, not allowing that that command center to go down. You do not want to lose that command center whatsoever. So here we go. We are going to see the medevac is going to try to drop down right on top of those siege tanks. And it does look like SpeCial is starting to get into a nice position here, as he is trying to really fight for that high ground. And it looks like is he possibly going to move back home, or is he going to start moving over to try to do as much damage as he can right near that third command center? Looks like SpeCial is still they're trying to jaw for position. This is where it really you know, the beautiful micro of these players. I mean, these pro gamers, I mean, just unbelievable how fast they are. The reaction time is absolutely on point, to say the least. But here we go. Once again, Special wants to do as much damage as he can, trying to tease those, or kind of bring those units backwards so that they can, you know, of course, do as much damage as humanly possible with those siege tanks, just trying to get them into position. These siege tanks are in position currently for that command center. You gotta be so careful here. MaSa is kind of put into a very difficult position because so many, you know, more and more units are kind of are really just continuing to come at this army. And it does look like the siege tanks of MaSa are in position now, but man, this is going to be so difficult to get this. I mean, this is such a huge momentum shifter here. If our red Terran player, if SpeCial is able to get this, if he's able to get this base, this third command center, it is, you could basically say it's GG. I mean, he's holding on for dear life, but SpeCial is, he has an advantage as far as the supply is concerned, and he's doing damage. He's continuing to put damage on here. You gotta be very careful, however. And it looks like SpeCial is trying to decide on what he wants to do, and as SpeCial is going to move around here with his army. Oh, I love this decision so much. He's going to try to hit at multiple angles at once, and this could be a huge, huge move, as he is going to move a ton of these units in the main base location. This could be such a massive ordeal. GG is called, and SpeCial takes a lead for the first time in this series. I hope you guys did enjoy this game between MaSa and SpeCial, and if you guys did, leave a thumbs up, subscribe for new, stay positive, and as always, I'll talk to you guys all in game number 4.